Okay, Monique, so today we're going to talk about customer due diligence and particularly the ability to streamline the process within Vigilance with electronic CDD using third-party verification services like Centrix.
That's right. I'm going to show you how we can find out which customers need just a little bit of help to finish off that CDD. For example, this customer, I've done everything except for the address needs to be verified.
Okay,
And that can be a bit tricky if you don't have proof of address.
And you can see that by just scrolling over. So those donuts represent how far through the CDD process is. So the one that's full green loop there.
That one up there.
That's complete.
Ready for the compliance officer to mark as complete.
Right.
Because maybe I don't have the permissions to actually sign them off as complete, but
which is the AML officer's responsibility. What happens with that when it is marked fully complete?
It will become a green tick. It's like on this page here, these ones are all 100%.
Oh, and they moved into the CDD page.
Yep. So this is the page that I'm working on here, is the ones that CDD is not complete yet, and I'm going to see how many I can finish off for my compliance officer to mark as complete.
Okay.
So the first one we'll have a look at is Montgomery, who just needs their address sorted out. So if I click this button to check if complete, it's going to tell me that all that's left is the address.
So that's like a quick check, and it'll give you, or you need to do these things without having to go into the accordions there and see if various things have been added, like identity documents and so on.
Yep. So I'm going to do an electronic verification with Centrix.
Yep.
I have to say how I got the consent.
So this is important, so that there's evidence from an audit that permission's been given.
So I got verbal confirmation from Montgomery today, and we're simply going to check the address. Now, if there are more than one addresses set up for the customer, we can pick which address we want to do the proof of address check on.
And that's the address they would have provided for CDD,
Yep, so I'm just going to click verify.
So what's happening now?
It's sending a request off to Centrix, and Centrix have now just come back and said that's a valid name, date of birth, and address.
Done.
And if I look back at the address grid now, that home address of Dillon Bell Road, it's now showing it was cited by Centrix and approved by myself. That's who I'm logged in as.
So again,
on the date.
That's stored for future audits and logs.
And I can click on this attachment so I can view that report.
All right.
And
so much more detail.
Yeah, so it's showing it checked the address against some comprehensive account that it had, and they're a property owner.
Because this is, it's not, in this case, it's just checked the address, because there's two verifications that need to be done. One's address and one's some other form of ID like passport or driver's license. But in this case, it's just if this had been both passport or driver's license and address, that'll be listed on this one.
They would be, yeah. But in this case, for this particular customer, they came in with their passport and we verified it face-to-face with them.
So you only had to do that.
So all I had to verify was just the address, so I didn't need to separately verify. For this particular customer, they came in with their passport and we verified it face-to-face with them.
So you only had to do that.
So all I had to verify was just the address, so I didn't need to separately verify that.
So this allows you to do combinations of not citing the customer physically versus citing them physically or partially.
Yeah. So now I can click that and it's all ready to mark as complete. So that's all I needed to do for that person, and now they have a green.
And it's gone to the top of the list.
Yep. So what we'll check now is this next person Jason Smith. He's got a Kiwi Access card, which we verified, but he didn't have his driver's license on him when he came face to face. So he just told us what his number was, and now I'm going to do a Centrix check to verify that what he's told us is valid. So yes.
So a Kiwi Access card is a reasonable form of ID, like a student
It is.
ID.
It's a replacement for the 18 plus card.
Right.
It's just renamed this year.
Not aware of that because I'm a bit over 18.
Yeah, me too. So here we're just going to check the driver's license. We don't have to worry about the address check or PEP check or passport. Right. So click verify. And it's come back and check that the driver's license is matched.
Cool. And
if we look back at the identification section, now the driver's license is marked off as verified, and this will have the Centrix report attached to it as well.
Right. And then the other one was the Kiwi card with the photocopy was taken in the office of it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. They just...
Pretty easy.
So the next thing we can do is a quick PEP check on someone. In this case, we haven't done any work on doing an internal risk assessment.
Yep.
But we've got a bit of an idea that maybe this person is a politically exposed person overseas. Yep. So I'm going to just do a quick PEP check on them.
Now these prices here, these prices are based on what volume you do when you're set up with Vigilance. So there's tier 1, 2 and 3.
Yeah, so this is for the just standard user, small user. As quantities go up, then the price comes down.
Right.
So this prices would be the highest.
Okay.
So we're going to do this PEP check.
Pretty cheap, really, the speed and efficiency of it.
Let's come back and said that there's a hit.
So that's not good.
Well, it means, well, it's good because we found out that he is politically exposed. So what's happened here is it's ticked as being politically exposed, and now their CDD type is enhanced.
Oh, moved to enhanced.
So, and you can't change that. It knows. So there's a lot more work to be done here to finish CDD on this person.
And PEP checks, not that we're consultants and auditors, but what we're hearing is that some businesses will do PEP checks regardless of every customer, and others will only choose to do it on non-New Zealand residents. Yeah.
If they've got an idea that they've got some family or close association with people overseas, then it's probably an idea to do a PEP check as well.
But ultimately, that's to be reflected from their AML procedures.
Now this is quite comprehensive. You click on the report and it goes through and shows a lot of information about that person, where they get all the sources from, all the linked people to that person.
Oh wow, that is detailed.
Yeah.
So that saves a heap of scraping the internet and trying to do it yourself manually.
Yeah. So that was nice and quick. And that's just a quick rundown on how Centrix can help.
Fantastic.
Do CDD.
And we did a chat last time about the new annual report feature. And all this data that's being done and clicked on here is all being collected for the statistical information for the annual report. You don't have to go looking for it. We'll generate it if you're doing this.
That's right.
Yeah, that's great. Awesome. Okay. Thanks for showing us.
Okay.